Welcome to the next one, the magnetic force on a current carrying conductor. So far we are discussing with moving charge, right? Now we are moving on to the current carrying conductor, right? Slightly move on to the next stage, right? And here what we are going to do, I'm going to take one rod. That rod has a length of L, which has area of cross section is A, and here in the rod we have assumed that the charge carrier is only electron, not the holes, only electrons. Then the density of electron is N I have chosen, and therefore the total number of electrons carrier is NaL, right? The charge density means how much electron per unit volume, that gives charge density, right? Generally mass by volume, right? 5 electrons divided by volume, that 5 electrons volume, right? So that will use electron density, and A is area and L is length. Yes? Okay. When a steady current passes through this straight line conductor. Okay. As in that again I am telling the same demo. Here we have straight line. This pencil is straight line. So I am going to place in a paper right now. Yes? And when a steady current I flows, and when the steady current flows, the electron attains drift velocity. What is drift velocity? We studied in the previous chapters. Yes, the average velocity attained by the electron, that we are saying that drift velocity, right? So the electrons are attaining the drift velocity, and so the drift velocity is V suffix d. Okay. In the presence of magnetic field, the force on the electron is now we are going to calculate. Okay. Yes. So here we have straight line conductor. If you are passing a current, what will happen? The magnetic field is always perpendicular to this current direction, right? So the current will flow in that direction, and the magnetic field will be created in the perpendicular direction. Both current and magnetic field are perpendicular, right? So here I have written F vector is equal to NaL, that is called how much number of electrons we are passing, right? Total number of electron carrier in that rod. So NaL, right? So L is the length, it has a direction, right? And Q into Vd into V. Vd is vector and V is also vector. What is this part? Yes, of course, magnetic force. And in the last chapters we studied the current density J is equal to NeVd, right? And also we can write the current density J is equal to I by A, right? Similarly, we are going to use the same concept. So the current density J is equal to, we studied J vector is equal to NeVd. But here we have chosen that E is charge here, right? But here we have chosen Q is charge here, right? Yes. Yes. Here Q is the charge. So instead of E, I am going to write J is equal to NQVd, that is current density. And one more definition we have, current density J is equal to I by A. From that we can write current I is equal to J into A. So what is J? NQVd into A, that will give current. Therefore we can rearrange this equation NaQVd. So what we have? NQVdA. What is it called? I. So NQAVd, that is more or less I put, right? Because we need only the quantity. So the modulus of NQVdA, right? Apart from that we have L, and here we have B. So L vector, B vector. So this NQVd is called, we are saying that current. Yes. So I into I, L vector, B vector. So this L vector and B vectors are perpendicular, right? So therefore we can write I bracket L vector into B vector. So why I am saying vector product, right? Yes. So whenever these two, current and magnetic field, are perpendicular direction, so that we are saying L cross B. L is the length of the rod and B is magnetic field, right? And generally this rod we have different, we are taking small part, right? So if you are taking small part, we need to sum up all those things, right? So generally how we can write F vector is equal to summation I dl vector. Dl vector is a small part of that length. So assume that this is a full length. I am going to consider only this length. So that is dl. So similarly, if you are adding all the dl, that will give full length, right? So the summation dl, that will give L vector. So summation I into dl vector into B vector, that we can return as here also we can write as like that, right? Only the cross product between length and magnetic field. And this is for the magnetic force on a current carrying conductor. I hope you understand well. We'll see you in the next one.